in, and again, I do believe Havoc Elite Legends are gonna close us out here as they have control of the P4 and the close-up spawn. A contest does come in, the time is gonna be ticking, and these kills have to happen into the bottom of map now, and it goes back in favor of the side of Big Max. A very back and forth kill so far. The kill's not going their way if you're Havoc Elite Legends. This is looking too close to call here from me and Spyro. It is very back and forth right now, as I do believe
they got it. They did.
They closed it out. Oh my goodness gracious.
For Ren, you can't kill this man. He is just being a nuisance. Make it a triple for Ren. The time secured for the side of Amplify. And he is like a phantom menace. You just lose him and he becomes the biggest thorn in your side. Continues to fry, looking for more. Just gonna try and play his life. Make it another for Ren on the 5 screen. Make it a 6 in a row for Ren. Make it a 7th free for Ren. And the win going the way of Amplify Black on this map #1. My goodness.
Jake Pancake wipes that idea out as another kill for him as he's absolutely popping off houses again. Doing work into the front of sight, and I do believe it is too much here for the side of PG Red to try to get this one. But again, it's just a contest, and they need to try to get these kills. But Jake Pancake with a 3-piece to close us out, I do believe, and that's gonna do that for us. Team Reapers absolutely. Doesn't get spotted out by Decent, just moving from an angle from the back. Joe's looking to clutch this up in the 1v2, but can he do it? Here McDaniel does get spotted out. Comes in, and again, I do believe Havoc Elite Legends are gonna close us out here as they have control of the P4 and the close-up spawn. A contest does come in, the time is gonna be ticking, and these kills have to happen into the bottom of map now, and it goes back in favor of the side of Big Max. A very back and forth hill so far. The kill's not going their way if you're Havoc Elite Legends. This is looking too close to the call here from me and Spyro. It is very back and forth right now, as I do believe
Max, they got it. They did.
They closed it out. Oh my goodness gracious.
Now, it's going to be coming in. Will you read it out for me? Able to take down Vessel. So a 2v4 just like that. Daddy Rare realizing that he's getting on both sides. Oh no. And Vessel going to be assassinated in the corner. Will be the side of EWG Academy winning round #4.
At least buy Vessel dinner for us. Good lord. That's just common courtesy, right?
It has to be. Dinner. Never mind, but my goodness, EWG Academy feeling confident, feeling like they are going to win this series.
Yeah, here he decides he's going to take him hostage. He's going to show him those brick walls. Nothing PG-13 related happening here.
The rest of this time, you will have Ren early rotated, able to take down one and might get traded out here. Will be on the chase. Ren so sneaky, so slippery, going to be going back. A double for Ren. You can't kill this man. He is just being a nuisance. Make it a triple for Ren. The time secured for the side of Amplify. He is like a phantom menace. You just lose him and he becomes the biggest thorn in your side. Continues to fry, looking for more. Just going to try and play his life. Make it another for Ren on the 5 screen. Make it a
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Elite Warfare Gaming League. I am Clam. I am joined by a surprise guest tonight, my homie Nick. How you doing, Invictus? I'm surprised to see you here tonight.
I mean, I'm doing well, Clam. We got C group matchup. We got them boys. You know, it's the loser side of the bracket, so it's do or die. So teams are gonna come out here and play to their best ability, I think. So you just gotta think like what team is gonna start off hot, kind of thing.
Yeah. Now, we'll see what ends up happening here. We got Monarch Blue going up against Blackout Academy. You got the maps in front of you. Well, at least partially the maps. I never got the map number 3, so we'll see what ends up being the case there. But the first two and the last two are right. It's Colossus, Raid, and then a mystery one. And then we got Scar and Den to close things out here. So should be an interesting series. I'm not going to lie, Nick. This might be a beatdown on this one. Monarch Gaming, you know, looking like the better team in this one. Blackout kind of struggling in this league so far at 1-4. So we'll see if they're able to get things going off the rip here. It looks like, there we go. Now my game's showing up. Appreciate that happening for me at the start. But yeah, definitely kind of a wild series of events we have on our hands tonight. As I don't know if these teams, they even know which side they want to come in.
Yeah, me either, Clam. As we open on up into it, people just don't know what we're picking here, as a 3 dead happens for both sides pretty quickly here. But it is the side of Monarch Gaming that were the better team coming out of the pool play. And, you know, they played very well when it came down to S&D. Their last series did not look good for them, as a nade comes out, the team nade from Jay Hazard. Usual thing that happens for him, unfortunately. And we'll see Miggy now opening up a kill into the hill. Can't get the second one, unfortunately, as Drax now looking for these front-sided kills into the next hill as we head to P2 for rotations.
Yeah, definitely not a good thing if you want. That's a usual thing if your team killing a lot. That's obviously not a good sign, but we'll see if he can clean that up going forward here. As Ranzo trying to get toward the back, gets one, but ends up getting cleaned up quickly and effectively there. So good start from Monarch Blue on P1. They have the spawns here. Zek is going to be on the prowl, trying to flip in the back. He's going to spot one. Trigger discipline is a virtue, and he's going to hold his fire for the moment, but he needs his teammates to try and make a distraction happen. Otherwise, yeah, he's just going to end up dying there. 3 are going to fall, and now Jay Hazard, I mean, he's just chilling, soaking the time.
Yeah, Jay Hazard, that super soaker for his team right now, looking to continue here, as it is the side of Blackout that need to bang out this hill and try to get in here for some kind of inkling of time, but they're all 4 dead and they fall into it, and there's only one left up to it. Rhino can't do much into the front side of the hill, looking for these next kills. Cold-Blooded already pushed on up as he collects onto 2. Very, very crispy shots coming out of the young man as they continue to fry, and they head for rotations for this P3 side. The bang out map is not working into the favor of the side of Blackout right now.
I think he gets one on New at the very least, and that'll spawn his team parallel toward New. So maybe Bless spawns coming out here for Blackout. We'll see if they're able to make something happen, as it looks like the pinch is on in from both sides now. They got the pressure from every angle, really, of approach here. They got to try and win some gunfights, but they're not able to do anything here. Their last 2 will fall, and just as quickly as they got it, looks like the break is coming in from Monarch Blue, looking like the better team to start out this hard point. Definitely some rough slaying. We're seeing a little bit of the red arrows right now, and some rough shots from Miggy there. Not able to get that one. Ranzo's going to die as well, and another 4 dead. Monarch Blue looking good so far.
Good Lord, Miggy shooting the Ziggies right now as it continues to not show up for him. As it's unfortunate on this side of Blackout. They need to have that uptick of slaying, and really, Cold-Blooded has started off very hot here for the side of Monarch Gaming as they continue to try to fight here. Now Miggy gonna get one back. The shots come on through, and it's not going to be able to happen again for this side of Blackout as we head into rotations here for the P4 side. This needs to be the hill where you bring back the time, you get some of this hill time, you hold it down perfectly, but you have 3 people from the side of Monarch in the back of the spawn just trying to pressure you out, and it's still not going your way as you go 3 dead, make it all 4 as the side of Monarch Gaming look to post themselves up on this P4 side.
We'll see if they're able to hold this. I mean, they have a great setup. Cold-Blooded pushed out all the way towards Statue. Maybe a little bit of missed shots there, missed movement, as he's going to end up dying, but it still has to be the break coming in, because Darks, I mean, just pushes up P1, man. It can be so annoying to try and deal with the pressure from P1 and the front at the same time if they're able to push through, and so far, so good. Monarch looking like the better team in this one so far. I mean, just, yeah, locking down the remainder of this P4 time after a quick break on the initial approach, and I mean, they're looking poised to take this one here. 100-point lead of just about now.
Yeah, and you can see already that it's showing for the side of Monarch Gaming. They've put in the time, they put in the effort to make sure that they can win this map. You saw them in pool play, and they were playing very well. But, you know, the unfortunate in that round number 1 of winners, they were not able to take it out. But again, they look prized and poised to take this map. And already the frags going out as we head into the second rotation of Hills. P1 looking to favor them a little bit more here as the front side to kills need to happen. Drax with 2 and Futures with 1 as well. So that's a 3 dead already into the kill feed. Only 1 left up close to the hill as it's another kill that needs to happen. And it's going to be a double up again here for the boys in blue in Monarch Gaming.
Yeah, so far, I mean, Blackout Academy having a tough time of it so far. We'll see if they're able to claw their way back into this one, but this is a huge deficit. I mean, we've seen swings in Hardpoint before, but on Colossus, I feel like it's kind of hard to hold a ton of time, especially against a team that's just absolutely outslaying you at the moment. Everybody positive on the side of Monarch Blue, everybody negative on Blackout at the moment. This is going to be a tough time for them in transition. Jay Hazard able to get 1 on Old and push through toward New, and now it's just left to Zek to try and salvage the spawns here, but Jay Hazard on the prowl shuts him down, and another clean break there on this P2.
And really, you know, this side of Blackout, they just are not having a great time when it comes down to it. And honestly, they need to try to find more of this hill time because you are down immensely headed into this next rotation of hills where they could win the map here. And I mean, the slaying power is not there, man. It's not going your way. And I'm already going to say here, Clam, let's head to map number 2 because this is belt to ass by the side of Monarch Gaming. Yeah,
this has been pretty decisive on Colossus so far. Everybody just shooting for Monarch, and you know, I mean, Blackout on. I was thinking maybe they need to be on Blackheart because this Colossus hasn't been too kind to them so far. I mean, we'll see if they can salvage something at the tail end of this, but this has been not the best approach from them so far. Only 60 seconds on the board. I mean, it's not the worst blowout I've ever seen, but it's up there, man. This is not how you want to start your best of 5 off, especially. This is loser's bracket, mind you, so when loser goes home here, and I mean, it looks like Monarch so far have the chance to just take this one decisively right now. It's going to have to be a very good effort at the end here for Blackout.
Yeah, definitely so. They need to hold down a lot of this P3 time, have the good rotations when it comes down to it. And we head back into this next side as the shots come on through, and that's a 3 dead already here for the side of Monarch Gaming. Rhino, however, on this side, just holding it down perfectly for his side, but he finally does go down without the trades in tow. And another 3 dead here for Monarch. Monarch does not help them headed into P4 side where you do not have the spawns.
Yeah, you don't have the spawns, you don't have the time, you don't have the gunny, it would seem so far. We'll see if they can salvage something. Maybe they need to, you know, get a lottery ticket or something going their way. A little bit of luck going their side, you know, rub a magic lamp or something, but Miggy gonna get toward the back at the very least. Has his help of his teammates, so the spawns will flip, and I mean, that was a good approach to try and break that one. They didn't really play for the old time, they played for new, and that's how you gotta start the comeback, but it's really about these kills, man. I mean, they just gotta get wave after wave, and that's gonna be pretty hard to do from the front here. We'll see if they can do it.
Yeah, if this is a comeback, ladies and gentlemen, I will be very surprised. This cruise missile coming on out as well as, again, we'll see what it lands onto. Nothing going to be connected, as that is the craziest cruise missile I think I've ever seen in a competitive sense. Like, where are we going with that? But Miggy's still holding the front here as they're going to reach 100 points, which is, you know, a win in itself for this side. And again, the 3 dead does not favor you. You head back onto the rotations here. They cannot win it here. So you at least have the rotations back to P1, but you try to fry out these front side of the hills. Again, back and forth kills, pinstripe, kill feed coming on through. And still the contested time for cold-blooded. As a trade-out does happen onto the hill time. And the last 7 seconds going to go to the side of Blackout. As you see already the pressure going to be pushed on out for this side of Monarch Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, Blackout, you crossed the 100-point threshold. Okay, mission accomplished. You got your first task done. Now your next task. You got to cross the 200-point threshold, which, I mean, you're definitely a ways away from that point, but it still can be done. You just got to get involved. And I feel like they have been shooting a little bit better over the past couple of minutes here. Maybe they just needed a little bit of time to warm up, as 3 are going to fall. It's just going to be Jay Hazard left last alive in the hill, and the break is on in. So, I mean, hey, don't call it a comeback here. Blackout, they're still in it. They just got to keep this momentum that they've gathered over the last couple of hills here.
Yeah, you know, the slowdown has kind of happened here for the side of Monarch as well, as they able to collect onto a big two-piece into the front side of the hill, and Rhino cleans it on up. The speed 2 spawns now do not favor you. You have to hit the go button here with only 14 seconds left to play on this P1 side, and they're trying to break it as well. But you have a corner play here that's going to be a little bit more of a hard shot to figure out. It's going to be the kill coming on through. 1-for-1 trades going on out. There's a hill on time. Drax able to win it, as Future's able to win it onto the front side as well. And again, back and forth time. But they need to get onto this hill if you're the side of Blackout. Cold-blooded into the middle part of the map. The trades galore. Still favoring the side of Monarch Gaming.
Yeah, 10 seconds to close it here. It's looking most likely they should be able to do it. We'll find out as one more approach on the front side of things, and it looks like it's going to get shut down as soon as I say that. Just down to Miggy, last alive, and that'll be doing it for map number 1. We thought maybe they had a chance in the end there, but Futures, I mean, 38 kills for him, having a takeover performance in map number 1. Really, all of Monarch Blue showed up in a big way in that one as well, getting the kills. And I mean, it helps when you start off up about 100 points. You have a lot of, you know, wiggle room and chance to make some small mistakes. So good job for Monarch Blue. They'll close out map number 1 comfortably here, and we will be heading to that raid S&D coming up next. And I mean, it's got to be a big adjustment from the Blackout boys to get a map on the board here.
Definitely so. 38 and 21, 28-9 traded 3,900 damage for the side of Futures. Definitely great showing from him. And if you look at the other side, super negative. Not what you want to see at all. If you are a fan of these Blackout boys, it's just not really going their way tonight. But we'll see when we head into this next map what they can bring to the table and what we can see from the S&D plays and how deep that playbook is.
Yeah, we'll see here in a moment. And I did actually just check the chat. I got confirmation. It is going to be Scar S&D. So I guessed right. Scar Overload, excuse me. I did guess right in that one with the maps and modes. And I actually got the Den Overload ban. I'm on fire. That was crazy. I didn't plan that. That just, off the cut. Yeah. Let's
Ask my boy up.
Yeah. Dab me up real quick. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I'm happy about that one. I didn't have to adjust my graphic at all. So heading into this raid S&D, I mean, it's got to be a bounce back from Blackout after kind of a tough start. Well, not even kind of. It was a tough start from the Blackout Academy in that first one, as we already are, I believe, loading on into the second one. So no need to throw it to a break here. And I mean, Nick, I guess the main takeaway for me, map 1, they started out a little cold. They started to heat up toward the end. Is that enough of a momentum boost now going into this S&D to take this one, you think?
I mean, you had to get to 190 in my personal opinion. It was not enough at all for me to, give the side of the Blackout team, and even an inkling here of what they need to get this back into the realm of winning. And it really just plays into what their S&Ds look like. They were 1-4 in pool play. I mean, but at the same time, you never know. They could have won these map 2s a lot of the time at the same time. But I know for a fact that a lot of the players on the side of Monarch Gaming are pretty decent at S&D. Unfortunately, I called it out in your last match. You casted for them that they were pretty good at S&D. They did lose that one. However, I've casted a lot of these guys I've casted a lot of these guys on the roster, and they're pretty decent at S&D when it comes down to it. But it's just one of those things that is like a decider thing that needs to happen. Like, if you want to keep yourself in the series, if you want to keep yourself alive in the bracket, you definitely need to try to win this map number 2 if you're Blackout.
Yeah, 100%. I would agree with you. I think this is, I hate calling maps a must win, but I feel like S&D, after you absolutely, you get kind of slaughtered in map number 1, it's typically a must win. We'll pull up the map set one more time, and it's going to be raid S&D coming up next. And I mean, I feel like, as the series continues, this is probably one, I feel like the Blackout Esports, they need to win this one to give themselves a chance. They probably have a Neslo angle if that's the case, if they're able to take this S&D here. But I mean, looking forward to, because Scar Overload, that's a map where you could get spawn trapped as well, Nick. That's not going to be an easy one for Blackout to win either.
Yeah, definitely so. Scar being one of the most difficult maps for Overload, in my personal opinion, just because it plays so spawn trap heavy. You have to understand if there's people in your spawns, you have to take care of those kills before you can even push out, because it's one of those things. It's just like, if you don't, you're gonna get that back wrap that happens while you're carrying that EMP out of sight and to the other side, and they can easily recap back onto it just like you can. But it's just one of those things that both sides can get spawn trapped as well. So it's like,
true, yeah.
You have to know how to get out of the spawn trap, and especially with how deep we are in this COD already.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like at this point, players, especially, on Overload, you can get absolutely blundered if you're not careful, if you're not, managing. It's similar to Control, right? Where you need to manage the waves of kills, making sure you're not getting 4-deaded at the same time. I mean, that goes for every game mode, obviously, but especially on Overload, for sure. It's just one of those things where you got to keep track of. And I mean, yeah, Den Hardpoint, map number 4, not exactly the most ideal situation. You lose the bang out on Colossus. Den, I'm not sure if it's going to be favoring you either with the rotations coming in for Blackout. I think Monarch, the last time I watched them, I think they proved themselves, a solid team, especially in the slang obviously it reigns true, but the mental aspect as well. I feel like they play pretty proactively on the mini maps. So I think this is a must win. And I think, yeah, if you're going to steal either of those respawns, I don't know, man. I feel like with the new Overload rules, that might help you out a little bit here if you're Blackout, potentially, but I don't know if that's going to be enough, as I guess we are finally going to be loading on into the game. Apologies, guys. There was the lobby reset here, so I don't know, man. Well, we're maybe looking a little bit too far down the road. This could still be a 3-0. We have no idea.
Yeah. It's all about how they play into this S&D if you're the side of Blackout. You have to play well when it comes down to this one. If you don't, it's just in my personal opinion that the side of Monarch Gaming are too high strung to not allow them to win that next map. And you have to bring it back here if you can.
And it looks like we might be getting another lobby reset here, unfortunately, guys. I don't know what's going on with this one, but honestly, this gives us a chance to catch our breath, I believe, here, and we might just send it to a quick break here while we get everything situated. So we'll be right back with map number 2 right after this. are back with map number 2 after a little reset here. Apologies for the delay, but it is what it is. Happens sometimes, and we are off to the races. Monarch Blue took a convincing map number 1, looking to take another one here, but already the first blood from Miggy and toward mid-map.
Yeah, you see that kill coming in through Miggy from Miggy. That's definitely what you need to see. As you see the kill board on the side of Blackout is going to be a little bit mixed up. So again, they just need to play their timing perfectly here. Onto these kills in the 3v4 situation. Bomb not going to be down, but Bomb is in the position to maybe get planted as J Hazard able to collect back onto the first blood with the second of his known. Now traded out into the 3v3 situation.
Oh, went off J Hazard at the worst possible time. My bad. I thought he was going to kill him a little sooner, but we're missing some action across the way. It looks like Darks is going to lay that rock down, and J Hazard gets another one, 3 for him, but he's getting chased by Miggy toward mid steps, tagging him down low. So Miggy into 1v3, able to get 1, but now the time is ticking, 35 on the clock, and it's looking like his position has been revealed, tagged down low, and it would be hard for him to really even win this round. It would have to be literally an Omega scam from Monarch at this point to lose this one, running out of time, 20 seconds, and I mean, really, at this point, you kind of just got to ego chow.
Definitely so. Like, you have to hit these ego chows when it comes down to it. Maybe just not seeing that person on the outer side of ring. Just was not able to take it down at all in that situation. Now 1-0 up for the side of Monarch Gaming. And we'll see what it looks like continuing to go down through these rounds. But that's definitely the snowball that you need to keep yourself locked into the series.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep this going. I mean, Monarch Blue, I mean, you called them out a little bit ago in the after the first map that they are incredible search and destroy players, and we're seeing that on display so far. J Hazard with a hat trick in that round puts them on the board first here, and I'm curious who on the Blackout roster is going to step up in this map, because I mean, kind of collectively last map they kind of all had tough individual stat performances. We're going to need to see somebody at the very least kick it up, if not the whole roster. So looks like A will be the bomb site of choice. 2 players toward the back as Bomb is going to get planted.
Yeah, and you see Bomb going down. However, it is not going to go down as cold-blooded with the first blood. Now 2 dead here for the side of Blackout, as you have to get these trade kills to go back your way, get the bomb back in your hands. And this is not what you want to see if you're a Blackout fan in the stream. They are not having a great time when it comes to S&D, as they do get the blood back. And now the back chow happens as Rhino able to collect onto 2. Last kill going to be Futures here in mid-art, needing to find some kind of inkling of an idea. But 1v2 situation still very manageable for him, as he's just going to allow this bomb to get planted. He now knows where this bomb is going to be at as he makes the big ramp into it.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough reach. I mean, it's the exact same situation as last round. Rinse and repeat, but on the flip side this time, Future trying to go big for his squad. We'll see if he's able to do so, as, I mean, this setup is incredibly hard to break. If you have a player toward Laundry and a player watching the overextension from ring, it can be really hard without nades to try and, you know, get this first gunfight win. It looks like Future off the top ropes, not going to get the timing, and that'll be the first one answered back from Blackout, I should say, and we're all tied up here at 1. And I like how they played that post plant there. I mean, that's kind of the day 1 strat, and it's a day 1 for a reason.
Yeah, definitely what you want to see if you're a Blackout fan as well, is one of those things that they need to bounce back here as fast as possible. And Miggy collecting on some crucial kills there, getting 3 into the round for himself as well. A huge one into the next round as we head on in onto the offensive side here of the side of Monarch Gaming. We'll see what they can look like, as, you know, 1 round does not change my outlook on it. They still are one of the better S&D teams here when it comes down to the C group. But again, the nades are going to continuously go out through the middle part of the map. Sniper from Razzo is going to be spotted out.
A little jump peek. Went for a little haircut on somebody, was off the mark, and now he's going to get pushed by J Hazard. He spots him close, switches to the pistol, and that is not going to work out for you. Cold-Blooded picks up 1 on the pinch as well, and now the round seems to fall apart as Cold with 2 on that one, and now just down to Rhino on this 1vx, 1v4 really situation. No luck in this one, and he'll get cleaned up as well. So a clean round from Monarch Blue there, as they just, I mean, kind of just run at them. J Hazard just saying hi and gets control of Laundry, takes the round.
Yeah, definitely so. And, you know, that's the play you kind of want to see from these C group guys, especially with the sniper being out in play from the side of Blackout, you need to see that rundown happen a little bit more here. That's exactly what you need to do when the sniper's in play on that long angle in laundry. You're able to take it out. But again, we head back over to the offensive side of Blackout, looking to bring themselves back into it. And we got some donuts on the screen here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
For two of our players. Not what you want to see, as this is an interesting one for sure as we head on into this next round. They started off slow in the S&D, but they need to bounce back here a little bit more as the first kill going to get enacted. Jay Hazard dropping Miggy through the middle of the map. Actually, that's going to be Rhino. That's going to be taken down.
Timing. Oh my god, this timing's disgusting.
Yeah.
What is going on the minimap? That couldn't have been worse. And Future now gets through as well, and now he's going to find himself last alive Zek in art. The timing was not kind to him that round, let me tell you what, and he's going to pay the price for it. The pinch comes on through. I was going to put it on the minimap too, Nick. They just ran through B-bomb. I mean, it was just the freest pinch you'll ever see there. Nobody picking up the overextension, and I mean, that just allows Future to roam right on through. The kills go down, and I mean, Monarch just get another clean round there.
Yeah, and then you saw that timing coming out perfectly for the side of Monarch. As we head into the next round, they're up 2 already. As the donut cams are taken away, but Breadstick's still up there, ladies and gentlemen. Mind you that, as it is not away from them yet. They need to get more than 1 kill on the map to make me happy. As we head now over to this B site, the B hit, the B execute coming out from the side of Monarch, and it's already 1 dead here, as it is going to be a trade-out kill. However, that does happen elsewhere on the map. Jay Hazard getting taken down on that flank pickup. And again, we'll see what the map does look like in the 3v3. What can we find here if you're the side of Blackout?
Yeah, slow rewrap toward the A bomb, and I kind of like this. They got it, you know, maybe sold a fake toward B and then wrap back. Nobody really moving on the side of Blackout, and the spots are going to come in. Futures gets another one toward mid-map. Cold is going to get a second, and another 1v3 situation. Ranzo with the sniper gets the answer back on 1, though, so has the sniper in the 1v2, and there's guns everywhere. He could definitely pick up 1. There you go. There's the M15 back pocket. But, I mean, it's a similar situation. 1v2 situation. You got to retake the A-bomb site, and, I mean, it's going to be a tough one, but he does have the boomstick in the back pocket, but that's not going to be enough if you don't know where they are. Number 4 on the board now.
Yeah, and that was another pretty, impeccable timing here for the player of Monarch Gaming. Just, having the perfect timing to get through onto jungle and then just not able to get anything done when that spot out does happen onto him. Unfortunate scenario if you're Blackout. You have not won a round in about 3. You need to bring it back here to bring yourself into it. Sniper still getting pulled on out. We'll see what that looks like here for this side, as it is going to be a back and forth into it. Nades going to be potentially going out through mid. Is nothing going to get thrown out here, but you can see the mid play coming on through, and the sniper going to be poked out of, as we have a 3 bang out over onto the B side, but 2 already dead here for the side of Blackout, and this is not what you want to see. Again, as the 3rd one goes down, now left up into a 1v4 situation for Miggy with a lot to do on the map.
Yeah, the stun doesn't connect, but they know kind of around where he's at, and it looks like Darks might have saw him open stairs. I'm not exactly sure if he relayed that info or not, but I mean, either way, 1v4, usually unwinnable. I've seen some scams from some teams before, especially in this group in particular, but it's not going to be the case this time as Monarch Blue. They'll seal the deal on that one, and now the first to reach map point here, and I'm going to be honest here, probably looking convincing to close it out here in 6-1 fashion.
Yeah, I mean, this is done and dusted. Let's go map 3, like we said in map number 1, Clem. Like, these guys are not in it. They're not in the mindset of Call of Duty right now, and it just you can tell, you know what I mean? You can tell that it's been a hard one for them tonight, and they continue to show you why it's just not going their way. It's just not going their way, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, too much K-pop demon hunters, bro. It is what it is. It happens to us all, man. Yeah, sometimes it can take your life away, and that's gonna be first blood. Again, Monarch gonna strike first. Now the rotation is on. What is this positioning from Jay Hazard? What? They're right next to each other. They just ran. Wow, that's insane timing. Jay Hazard might have get a free pinch here, as Miggy does get the answer back on 1, but is he gonna read? Actually, that was Rhino. It's the answer back on 1. He's not gonna read Jay Hazard. There's no way he knows he's here. 2 ships passing in the night, and that allows his second one to go Monarch's way. And now the retake, I mean, it has to be just up to Ronzo. Last alive, get some tags, but this should be it. He is able to get one, but that'll be all he's able to find. And Monarch with another, even more convincing map this time around, Nick.
Yeah. I mean, man, what can you say? The side of Monarch, like I said, very good S&D team, and they show you why they are so. But, you know, the competition not being up to par as well, it's very difficult to deal with. 7-1 from Future, 7-5 from Jay Hazard, as the disconnect does happen at the end of the map. So we're going to be seeing a reset probably, ladies and gentlemen. But, you know, if you're not going to be able to win the S&D, which we said was a must-win for your side,
Yeah.
I think this is going to be done and dusted pretty shortly here into the Scar. As I've said before, Scar being one of the hardest maps here in the Overload game mode type, with the spawn traps being enacted, you have to work through that. And especially with these guys as well, it's just one of those things that you have to figure out for sure. If it can go your way, and if it can't, what can you do to try to get some of those credit scores in as well with time dwindling away?
Yeah.
But I just don't think it's going to be that way.
I hate to be cynical, but I 100% agree with you. You know, a lot of time, we just sugarcoat things for the broadcast, but it is what it is, man. Sometimes you just get clapped, and there's not a whole lot you can do in a series like this. You just get outclassed by the other team, and that's kind of what we're seeing so far. Monarch Gaming taking care of business in the first two, looking to close it out here on the Scar Overload. And I'm curious now with the Overload changes, how many scores we're really going to see on this one, because I played ranked a little bit earlier, and there was a lot of dead time, especially on this map, trying to pick up the drones. So with only 2 minutes on the clock for each half now, we might not even need to see the score limit. It might be a timeout for both of these teams, but we'll see. We'll send it to a quick break. We'll get the lobby reset, locked and loaded, ready to go. We'll be back in a moment with what could be the final map here. Stay tuned. And, well, unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing that map 3 after all. Or maybe fortunately, honestly, because, you know, we might not want to see what was about to happen there. The other team, Blackout, they ended up forfeiting map 3. They're out of here. It's over. It's said. It's done. Monarch Blue is going to move on to the losers round 2 here. And I believe they do play. Let me check real quick. I believe they play AOS Midori in the next round, if I'm reading this right, Nick. So I'm not too familiar with that team. I'm not sure if you've casted them before or not.
I have.
Yeah, talk to me a little bit about that matchup, because that might be a good one.
It is going to be a good one. You know, we did see them on the stream a couple nights ago. AOS Midori went up really big against the number 2 seed in the bracket on the winner side of things. Unfortunately, they got reverse swept in the map. So, you know, they do need a little bit more of work to come their way. They are the 14th seed, so they're not a team to look very lightly if you are this side. But at the same time, you going through a series like that does play a lot on the mental. You were seconds away from winning it in a 4-3 decision in Overload. So it's one of those things that is just interesting for sure when we talk about it, because it could go either way. We really need to see this upper echelon of play from the side of Monarch Gaming. But at the same time, AOS Midori has already proved themselves to be an upper echelon team. And they are one of those teams that continues to fry here. We'll see if that can continue for them headed into that losers round 2.
Yeah, and I was kind of surprised to see that Monarch dropped so early on in the bracket here too, as well, with their regular season record, being 4-1 as well. So, they're gonna have the gauntlet ahead of them. They're, you hate to drop in a losers one, but it is what it is. It happens sometimes. And Blackout now eliminated from the playoffs, and probably a result that we both expected on the broadcast. Definitely, when I was, maybe kind of dreading to see tonight a little bit here, but it is what it is. It happens sometimes. Sometimes you just get the belt, and maybe I need to get the prop out next time and show these hoes what's going on with the belt.
Kind of
yeah,
thing.
like I don't know if you saw Tantrums doing that one night. He literally slapped
Yeah.
the shit out of his chair with his belt. It was glorious. But anyway, that's gonna do it for us tonight. Appreciate you, Nick, hopping in here, even if it was only 2 maps. And any shout outs you want to do before we send us out of here?
Yeah, we have a match tomorrow on our channel. It's at The Real Invictus on Twitch and YouTube at Crusader Boys Entertainment. We appreciate you. And Jay Hazard, I do believe you guys have a very good chance against the side of AOS Midori.
Yeah.
It's just more if you guys play to your ability that I know you have. And you know me, man. We've talked before in comms. I do believe that you are a team that could definitely bring it out against that side. It's just more of what we can see from you guys. But yeah, that's all I have to shout out. Big shout outs to Clan for allowing me to come onto the stream as well. Thank you as always. I love duo casting with you, man.
Yeah,
You're one
yes,
of my
sir.
favorite duos to do it with. So can't not appreciate you for letting me come in.
Yeah, for sure, man. And, appreciate everybody coming out in chat tonight. I know that was kind of a quick one. We only saw 2 maps, but it happens sometimes. But be on the lookout for more broadcasts with myself or Nick over here. And we'll catch you next time. Have a good night, everybody. Happy Easter, all that jazz. We'll see you later.
Every day they clocking me. Red alert, I'm the dangerous. I keep that clock on me. And they ain't looking for no trouble. I'm just looking out for me. Cause I done did shit the niggas ain't talking about no rapping beat. Boy, I'm talking tragedy, massive, casual. Shit that I can't even remember. Bet they remember me. Shit that happened late in December. I bring that winter heat. Niggas down the whole October, the real Halloween. Back to back funerals is them or us, it's him or me. Don't get booked cause ain't no bomb money. We doing this shit